Hi there. I am just interrupting the beginning of my video before you jump in to watch it. There is a lot of editing and cuts in this video and clips because after filming and producing the video the first time, I went to re-watch it and realized a whole bunch of mistakes that were made when it came to Maybelline. So again, I do apologize in advance for the little kind of rough edges and rough cuts you're gonna see when you watch this video. However, without further ado, please enjoy. Hello all you shining stars and welcome to my channel, Shining Star Soup. Today's video is a little bit of a different video where I talk about the curious case of Drugstore foundation undertones, or the day I tried to find the difference between true ivory and classic ivory. So yes, I'm talking about Drugstore foundations, and the three foundations I'm going to be talking about today are CoverGirl, Maybelline, and L'Oreal. They all kind of follow the same shade names. When you're walking into a drugstore, how do you know what the difference is between classic ivory, fair ivory, regular old ivory? I don't know, and this is why I've done a little bit of research, gathered up some information. I'm going to show you some pictures and talk to you about undertones. To do a quick little summary about how to find your undertone is, for cool undertones, if you look at your veins, they're more blue. If you burn really easily and you rarely tan like me, and if silver tends to look better, more flattering on your skin than gold, you are more than likely a cool toned. Now for warmer tones and tend to have brown eyes, hazel eyes, strawberry blonde hair, dark brown hair. Your veins mostly appear green, and you can tan easily. You rarely burn. You're more than likely a warm tone. And going back to the cool tones, if you have blue eyes and you have blonde hair, you're more than likely a cool tone. Neutral is when you're looking at your veins, you can't really tell. Maybe they're a bluish green. You're probably neutral. You can either tan or burn, or your burn turns into a tan before you get really like lobster red. And you look flattering in either silver or gold. You're most likely neutral. All right, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story as to what made me want to make this video. So I was looking for Fit Me foundation. Fit Me foundation is supposed to be a really good foundation. And they had a fair ivory and a fair porcelain. And it was just kind of like, okay, what's the difference? And there was no way to tell at the drugstore if you were getting the right undertone product. So as I mentioned, I did a little bit of research and I made some notes. So with CoverGirl for cool tones, what you want to look for are these shades. Now, I am mostly talking about fair and light range. I have nothing, I'm just going what I know from my own complexion. You can do a bit more research on yourself. I'm not trying to discriminate against complexion or anything. This is just from the fair to light based on what I am. Alright, so again, CoverGirl for two cool tones. The shades you want to look for, at least in the ivory range, is light ivory. Light ivory has cool undertones for the CoverGirl. Natural ivory has cool tones for the CoverGirl, and light nude is cool toned. Moving on to Maybelline for the cool tones. You want to look for, so the reason you're seeing a cut in the video is when it comes to Maybelline, that's when things get really complicated, because with Maybelline they use different shade names when it comes to their Dream Satin Liquid, their Fit Me, and their Super Stay. So For the fair, for the cool undertones, if you're getting Dream Satin Liquid, you want to look for light porcelain. Light porcelain. If you're getting Fit Me, you want to look for the shade Fair Ivory. And if you're getting the Super Stay, you want to look for shade Light Beige. And those are going to be your cool undertones. Well, you want to look for Rose Ivory and Ivory Buff. Those are the foundations. You can look on your little labels and see. It's kind of really uncomfortable to do swatches on your face in the middle of the drugstore. So I do apologize for the jumbled mess that you are going to see in this video, not just under the cool undertones because of the Maybelline mess up. Alright, so going into the cool undertones that I'm going to list here as a wrap up, so that you get it in your mind. For CoverGirl, we have Light Ivory, Natural Ivory, and Light Nude. And for Maybelline, with the Dream Satin, we have Light Porcelain. For the Fit Me, we have Fair Ivory. And for the Super Stay, we have Light Beige. And for L'Oreal, we have Rose Ivory and Ivory Buff. And that will sum up what you want to look for in the drugstore when it comes to having cool undertones. Now I'm going to just dive into a little bit into warm tones. Warm tones, the gold, gold looking better, being able to tan easily, those beautiful brown eyes. Warm toned. All right. So CoverGirl, for the warm tones, we have Fair Porcelain. That one surprised me the most. Fair Porcelain. When I think of porcelain, I think of a nice cool color, but that's just me. Again, CoverGirl, actually it'll be down here. Fair Porcelain, Fair Beige, True Ivory, and Golden Ivory. So the only ivory that actually makes sense to me to be warm toned would be golden. They could really like throw you for a loop and put that in the cool tones, but no, golden ivory is a warm tone for the CoverGirl. All right, for Maybelline, for the warm tones, we have in the Dream Satin line, True Ivory. For Fit Me, we have Natural Ivory. And for the Super Stay, we have Nude Beige. And for the warm tones for L'Oreal is Porcelain, a shade called Pearl, and a shade called Linen. That's when it gets difficult, when they have shades like Porcelain and Linen and Vanilla and Buff. You get kind of lost when you're looking at the drugstore trying to find your right foundation. Just putting that out there. Alright, so to sum up, for the warm undertones, the shades you want to look for CoverGirl, we have Fair Porcelain, Fair Beige, True Ivory, and Golden Ivory. For the Maybelline, the Dream Satin, we have True Ivory. For the Fit Me, Natural Ivory, Super Stay, Nude Beige. And for L'Oreal, we have Porcelain, Pearl, and Linen. And those are the shades you want to look for if you are warm undertoned. Now we're going to move on to the neutral. I will be, towards the end, before I jump into my neutral ones, just going to let you know that I am going to be putting up pictures of what was the best comparison for these undertone things. Yeah, anyway. Alright, for the neutral. CoverGirl for neutral shades, again, Porcelain. While it's warm toned for Maybelline and L'Oreal, it's neutral for CoverGirl. Classic Ivory is a neutral for CoverGirl. Classic Beige is a neutral for CoverGirl. Alright, jumping into Maybelline for neutral tones. We have, for Dream Satin, we have Ivory. For Fit Me, we have Porcelain. I did get a little bit mixed up when I was doing earlier filming. Like I said, the Maybelline was just a huge mess, and I thought that, I don't know where I got where Porcelain was a cool shade or a warm shade for Maybelline. Looking at the chart again, it is a neutral shade. So again, Fit Me is Ivory. Sorry, Fit Me is Porcelain for a neutral tone with Maybelline. And the Superstay, another neutral tone for Maybelline, would be Sand. Sand. There you go. All right. And now for L'Oreal for neutral tones, we have Ivory, True Beige, and Vanilla. Okay, so to sum it up for the neutral tones, for CoverGirl, we have Porcelain, Classic Ivory, and Classic Beige. For Maybelline, for the Dream Satin, we have Ivory. For the Fit Me, Porcelain. For the Superstay, Sand. And for L'Oreal, we have Ivory, True Beige, and Vanilla. And that sums it up for the neutral undertones. So I'm going to include the pictures, the undertone pictures. Alright, so on my right, you will see a very basis for CoverGirl undertones. Alright, in that picture, it's breaking it down to what's cool, what's neutral, what's warm. Maybelline had a much easier one that I found that gave a full breakdown of the undertone shade ranges. That one is right here. I'm going to leave that up for a couple moments. And I couldn't find anything for L'Oreal except this picture here, which does absolutely nothing for telling you what the undertones are. Alright, so honestly, I am not sure if this video is going to help you. I surely hope so. I don't know if you want to sit there and, you know, do swatches on your face in the middle of the drugstore. Or if you want to like pull out the phone all the time and spend 10 minutes searching for your right undertone. I would recommend just taking a little note, doing your research before you go to the drugstore to find out what shade's going to work best for your undertone. So we're going to wrap up this video, and I'm going to do CoverGirl first. CoverGirl, just to get it in your head, if you're cool toned, you're looking for light ivory, natural ivory, light nude. For your warm tones, you're looking for fair porcelain, fair beige, true ivory, and golden ivory for your warm tones. And for your neutral tones, porcelain, classic ivory, and classic beige with CoverGirl. And to sum it up for the Maybelline foundation, if you are cool tone and you have Dream Satin, you're looking for light porcelain. If you have Fit Me, you're looking for fair ivory. If you have Superstay, you're looking for light beige. If you are warm tone and you have Dream Satin, you're looking for true ivory. If you have Fit Me and you're warm toned, you're looking for natural ivory. How many times have I done that? If you're Superstay and you're looking for a warm tone, you want nude beige. Finally, if you are looking for a neutral tone with Dream Satin, you're looking for ivory. The Fit Me, you're looking for porcelain. And the Superstay, you're looking for sand. For the L'Oreal, I think they have an infallible foundation. L'Oreal, for your cool tones, you're looking for rose ivory and ivory buff. For warm tones, you're looking for porcelain, pearl, and linen. And if you're neutral, you're looking for ivory, true beige, and vanilla. I tell ya, I wish I could have found a video just like this one when I was first diving into Drugstore Foundation. And I decided, well, hey, I will show you what I found out. This is all secondhand information, meaning I did not come up with this. I did not do the formulas to find out what was cool tone or undertone. I just spent a lot of time doing my own research. All right, all you shining stars, that is going to wrap up my curious case of Drugstore Foundation undertones. My venture in trying to find out what the difference between classic ivory and true ivory and fair ivory and buff ivory and rose ivory was. I do hope this video helped, and I hope all you shining stars have a shining star day. Take care.